everyone. Welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Kara Sandlin.
Scott Haney here. Nice to see you.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. The weekend is behind us. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend.
It's, I guess we've entered the process of the beginning of healing. There was a very small private funeral for Denise DeCenzo this weekend to begin the process for her family and closest friends to begin to pay their respects. And there is a public memorial that's being planned that really everybody in the state, there are so many people, we were saying, have a Denise moment. Anyone you run up into in the grocery store or even pumping your gas or wherever, everyone has a Denise moment. So there is a public memorial being planned for the end of January. We'll make sure we keep in touch at the date that anyone who would want to would be able to pay their respects.
First of all, your husband's a great driver. That's all I have to say. It's because he drove us down. And I was like, I'm always cognizant. I'm a total control freak. I think Jamie, our producer, is the same way.
You always like to drive.
I always like to drive everywhere.
Our photographers generally drive to stories, but he likes to drive.
I like to drive. And Dennis drove, and I'm like, Dennis, you sure you don't want me to drive? Because I don't know how Dennis drives. He was an excellent driver. And then his eulogy was unbelievable.
He did
a really great job. Catherine spoke and Wayne spoke, and all three of them together put together one awesome service. It was really a tribute to Denise that she would have been very, very proud of.
And you know, they mentioned the family, that all of you who have been they're astounded by the outpouring of support, but that they want everyone to know that that has helped console them during this horrible time.
They were very, very appreciative of everybody's support. So it was a tough day, but it was a beautiful
service,
send-off.
But a tough day.
A tough day. Good job, Dennis. Great job. Saturday, actually, on the 7th anniversary of Sandy Hook, the day filled with so much sadness, the Newtown football team was able to bring home a big championship.
Just incredible. In just the last few seconds of the game, they won.
It's like 3.3 seconds left on the clock.
And look, I mean, talk about...
Look at that!
It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's just incredible. And it really was, people are calling it a miracle for the Newtown High School Nighthawks. They won the Class double championship, so they bringing home the championship in the last 3 seconds of the game. And I think the hugs and the yells and just the joy you saw, this is making national news now.
Listen, I can watch that pass over and over and over. It was a remarkable play. Good for them. Congratulations. I don't think they won a tournament in a long time, a championship. So
I think we have a comment from someone who was out there.
It feels so good for the whole community, the whole town. I mean, we really needed this, especially on a day like today. It's just an unbelievable win for an unbelievable town.
Good for them.
Everyone hugging and happy. And of course, you know, for them to win like that, that's a beautiful synchronicity for sure.
Absolutely. Last time they won was 1992, so good for them.
Wow.
All right, movies to the box office. The adventure sequel debuted in first place with $60 million. Jumanji. How do you say it?
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji, the next level. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jack Black,
so wonderful.
Kevin Hart. So they all, Frozen has now been edged out. Jumanji is now the big winner at the box office, but they didn't edge out Frozen 2 overall.
No,
that's still the billion-dollar winner.
I guess you can say it's defrosted a little bit. Frozen just down a little bit. It took the top spot from Disney's Frozen 2, which brought in $19 million in the fourth week of release. Coming in third was the murder mystery Knives Out. I've heard this is very, very good, this movie Knives Out. I heard it's spectacular, that everybody should go see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, Frozen 2, it may have lost its top spot at the box office, but it's only the 45th film ever to top $1 billion in ticket sales worldwide.
I wonder what the other 44 were.
I know, that actually sounds like a lot to me. Doesn't it sound
like a lot of movies, right? 44 to top 1 billion?
But it's the 6th Disney movie this year to crack the billion barrier, they say.
I'm sure E.T. is in there, right? I've been seeing a lot of resurgence of E.T. lately. He's been back. I love him. So
he's phoning home.
He is phoning home. Bring
I
him
love
back.
that. I used to have an E.T. doll, and I loved him. And after, it was my first movie I ever saw in the theaters. I went to go see E.T. That was the first time I went to the movies. And I bought the E.T. doll, and I would like put it to bed with me every night. I loved it. He was like, you know, they're not that cuddly. It's like vinyl, you know.
Yeah,
but it was the cutest thing, and I love my E.T. doll.
Well, there you have it. Holiday tradition was renewed in Boston for a 20th year. I get to talk about this because it's my favorite story. The 200 people ran the streets in Speedos. Yes, Speedos.
Okay.
Dr. Andrea Dennis just went blind. Look.
They all do this to raise money for an organization that helps funding youth sports teams. Wouldn't that be cold?
Yeah, I did it once.
You did?
Not at that particular race, but in P-Town.
You ran?
Ran.
I'm more surprised about the running than the Speedo.
It was a slow jog, and I promised myself that I would never do it again. Not because of the jog, just because of the way I looked in a Speedo.
Oh my God.
You want to scratch your eyes out is what happens.
All right, the Hallmark Channel is now reversing its decision to pull some advertisements that featured same-sex couples getting married, and it's apologizing too because they've gotten a lot of backlash. People were threatening to boycott the network over this. There's like this service Zola that helps you plan a wedding, and it had ads that featured a lesbian couple taking their vows, and they took those scenes out. And now they're putting them back and they're apologizing. The CEO is saying it's the wrong decision, and the Hallmark company is very sorry for the hurt it's caused.
Yes, so good for them. Obviously, we're in almost 2020 now, not 1979. So thank you for doing that. We appreciate it. When is there going to be a Hallmark Channel with two guys? I mean, a Hallmark movie, like a Christmas movie with two guys. I'll star in it. It could be
why not?
Me and a suitor, right? Why not? Who knows?
Well, there should.
There should be.
We are living in times where why not? Why don't we see all types of faces and all types of love reflected?
Hallmark, give me a call. I'm a good actor.
I don't know about that. I think you just have to play yourself. Just be yourself.
I'll just be myself. All right.